The top stories for the hour. Climate experts say Ethiopia's COP32 hosting seen as major recognition of climate leadership. And participants and diplomats praise Great Ethiopian Run. And welcome to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. Asmi Makadala Sayum was today's update. Do stay with us. Ethiopian President Taye Asqe-Selassie held high-level discussions with the leaders of Czech Republic, Hungary, Slovakia and Croatia on the sideline of the 7th African European Union. Image shared by the official of the president show President Taye discussed with Slovakia Prime Minister, Hungarian President and Croatia Prime Minister and Czech Prime Minister. The talk centered on ways to enhance Ethiopia's bilateral relation with the 4 European nations. The leaders also exchanged views on key political and economic issues, exploring new avenues for cooperation and partnership. The meetings mark part of Ethiopia's ongoing diplomatic efforts to broaden international engagement and expand strategic ties across Europe. Ethiopia has secured a major global spotlight as the nation has been chosen to host the United Nations COP32 Climate Summit in 2026. Approached by Meet EBC, Ethiopia's Forestry Development and National REDD Plus Coordinator, Yitabutu Mogas said the COP32 hosting right is a powerful recognition of the country's growing leadership in climate action and transformative opportunity for Ethiopia. Tegesir Nessa will bring us up to speed.
Addis Ababa will host the 2027 United Nations Climate Summit COP32, chosen as the host country by the African Group of Negotiators AGN at COP30 as the conference returns to Africa in 2027. Approached by Meet EBC, Ethiopian Forestry Development and National REDD Coordinator Yitabutu Mogas reiterated that Ethiopia being recognized globally and getting elected to host COP32 is such an immense opportunity to tap into.
Globally, we are being recognized, as you can see. Really, I have never expected that Ethiopia would have such an opportunity to host this really phenomenal global event. You know, people from around the world gather and in one specific location and discuss, issues on the climate. 30, 40, 50,000 people come, and imagine. This is the touristic impact. You can also think of really the recognition made by different developed nations who would be interested really to unlock some resources, finance, technology, knowledge, to come to Ethiopia and really support its efforts in development and climate change mitigation and adaptation.
With regard to climate injustice, he argues that while contributing a little carbon emission to the world, Africa is also the devastated one by climate change crisis.
Climate change has injustice, The ones who are causing the problem are not really that vulnerable, while the ones who are contributing little are so much really devastated by the impacts of climate change. So Africa as a continent is, of course, the worst hit and the least capable to really to make adaptation or resilience to the existing global change. So what is happening? China, 32% of the global emissions, US, 30%, India, like 10%. These are the big countries. Russia, 6 countries contribute about 70% of the emissions. Africa contributes about 4%.
As the headquarters of African Union and the seat of various international and regional organizations, the Ethiopian capital, Addis Ababa, is well versed in hosting major global events from AU annual meetings to numerous international conferences.
The Great Ethiopian Run 2025 has drawn widespread praise for participants, diplomats and event sponsors, all celebrating its vibrant atmosphere and smooth organization. With an impressive 55,000 runners filling the streets of Addis Ababa last Sunday, the race once again reinforced its status as one of the world's premier road running events. Runners described the experience as exceptional, applauding the beauty of Addis Ababa and paying tribute to Ethiopia's rich legacy in distance running. Marking its 25th anniversary, the iconic 10 kilometers race continues to showcase Ethiopia's welcoming spirit and world-renowned running tradition. Jerusalem Bezaha brings us their reaction. Take a look.
I find that is very different to Australia. Very beautiful city. I come from a very remote community as well in Queensland, living in a city, but I'm used to rainforest, desert. It's very big.
Since I've been here, it's changed quite a lot. And each time I run the Great Ethiopian Run, it looks really different every time we're in the streets. It's a nice experience. Just thank you to the people of Addis Ababa and the people of Ethiopia. I think me and my colleagues from the Indigenous Marathon Foundation have had a really great experience today, and we hope to come back and do it again sometime.
Everybody, welcome again, welcome again, welcome again. The Great Ethiopian Run.
And all of those miles that we've shared together, it's an incredibly special event, an incredibly special race in an incredibly special country. And to all of those thinking about coming here and running the race, get ready for the altitude, and I would 100% recommend it to anyone. So yeah, at Sophie Mall, we're delighted.
It's very interesting to observe this and see why Ethiopia has so many good runners, and hopefully in the future, football to match. Incredible. I will share this with all my friends back home and wider, but absolutely, people need to come to Addis and see the wonderful city it is. And Ethiopia is such a diverse country. I encourage everyone to come here.
This is an absolutely wonderful event. You have, what I heard was 50,000 people attending this 10-kilometer race, and its 25th anniversary. I think it's a phenomenal event. We have a very similar race where I'm from in Boulder, Colorado. It's called the Boulder, and we have about 50,000 runners. And we've had it for about 60 years now, 55 years. And I run it when I can. And it's very similar to this race, but what I like about it is all the energy that they bring to this race. So I'm very excited to be here, and this is the very first time that I've seen this race. And I think it's a phenomenal.
That's all we had for today's update, but before we go, let's have a recap of the top stories once again. Climate experts says Ethiopia's COP32 hosting seen as a major recognition of climate leadership. And participants and diplomats praise Great Ethiopian Run. Thank you for tuning in to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. It was me, Makrela. See you in today's update. Goodbye.